Hey, Amy Hill. I am in Greenville, South Carolina today at beautiful Falls Park, and I'm here with Diane Hardy, and we're going to learn more about her background, and the Mom and Pop Alliance for Small Businesses. Diane, tell us about your background and what you've done and how you came to get with other businesses to create the Mom and Pop Alliance.
Yes, well, thank you, and thank you so much for coming up to Greenville.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm a small business owner here in Greenville, South Carolina, but I was originally a nurse anesthetist, and I did that for many years. Yeah, and now I own a business here, a brick and mortar business here in Greenville. I have over 30 employees. We've been in business about 5 years, and during that time, I really started to see a need for small businesses to have some more communication with our governing officials at the state and local level. First I had to get 21 permits to open my business, so that was concerning. And then of course, fast forward to COVID, and I was calling the South Carolina state representatives that I knew and asking them, who is down in Columbia speaking for us? And they kind of said, well, you don't have much of a voice down here. You really don't. And I was like, wow. I was so distressed to hear that. And I thought, oh my gosh, somebody needs to do something about that. So I decided to start the Mom and Pop Alliance of South Carolina, along with some other business owners that are on our board. We all donate our time to this effort. And what we're doing is we're building a state coalition of small businesses from across the state and working and advocating at the state level of government, and also helping educate small business owners what's happening down in Columbia. We're all so busy running our businesses, and there are almost 2,000 bills down in the State House this last session. So it would be hard for business owners to keep on top of that, what bills would matter to them, what bills would be important to them. So we help do that for them. So we advocate for them and also educate for small businesses.
That is fantastic. So it's going to be a really good educational resource for all small businesses across the state. You're not just limited to Greenville, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a statewide organization. And in addition to that, we want to hear from our members, and we have. I just had a member recently call me and say, what could we do about the high healthcare costs for small business owners? He had just moved here from out of state, and he said that the insurance for him was much more in South Carolina than where he came from. So we are looking into that. So we want to hear from our members. It's truly a bottom up. We just felt that there really wasn't an organization looking out for the true needs of mom and pop business owners. And when I say mom and pop, it could be any size. We have members, 1 employee, and we have them all the way to 200 employees. Just any privately owned, family-owned businesses can join Mom and Pop, including partnerships, franchise owners, proprietorships, anything, and anyone like that can join our membership.
And they can join for a nominal fee, right?
Yes, we keep our fees really low because those of us involved are donating our time to this effort. So that every dime of your membership fee goes always to operating expenses. So to join, it is only $35 a year if you have less than 6 employees. And if you have 6 or more employees, it's only $75 a year. We felt it was important to keep the fees very reasonable so all small business owners could be represented. We also have an associate membership. If you're not a business owner, but you believe in our mission and you want to support the small businesses in your area, you can join even if you don't own a business, and that's $35 a year.
Well, definitely Sandy Run News will be joining as an associate member. We're not a true business. We do this as a community effort just to get information out there, but we will definitely be joining because we do want to support our small businesses. There are several small businesses in my community alone, and really the resources are not always out there for them either unless they're in a big organization such as trucking. But for just the regular small mom and pop, family-owned businesses, I don't know of any other, and thank you for doing this.
Well, thank you for what you do too. When there are 384,000 small businesses in South Carolina, so it's shocking that we don't have more organization and more of a voice in Columbia.
Yes, and they are the backbone really of South Carolina employment. It is the largest employer, is the small mom and pop business. So it's important, and that's a great, you couldn't have done anything better for South Carolina because we do have a lot of small employers.
Yes, it's definitely needed. In the last 2 years, we've lost 20,000 small businesses.
Yeah.
And so we need to band together. We are a huge group, and relative to our size, so we have very little voice and very little representation.
Well, thank you. That is a fantastic idea. And hopefully you guys can take a look at the website. We will put it in the comment section or in the intro narrative, and we'll list the website. And you get information out to your members through the website. Do you do email blasts, or will you plan on having some type of meetings and gatherings in the future?
Yes, we've started to have some gatherings here in the upstate, and we'll be doing more of that. What we do, you can sign up through our website. It's momandpopalliance.org. That's mom and pop, and is spelled out, momandpopalliance.org. And it takes 2 minutes to join. There's just like 2 or 3 quick questions, and if like we said, it's a nominal fee to join. And then once you've joined, of course, you can always message us with any of your concerns, so we can be aware of what is happening across our state in regards to small businesses. And we send out a newsletter about every other month, and we keep our businesses posted on bills that are happening in the State House, since there are almost 2,000 of them this past session.
Wow.
We try and look for the bills that small business owners would care about. So we try and keep you informed of bills that may matter, and then we can advocate for bills that are supportive of small business. And then we also will educational, letting people know about direct primary care that might be helpful for their business, or anything else that
maybe a resource.
Yes, resources for small businesses.
That is good. So it could be a resource hub as well for those individual members. That's fantastic.
And we want to work as a liaison. We feel that there's not been enough communication between the small business world and the policy making decision makers of our state. So it's time to create that liaison and have more communication between those two camps.
And it should be easier to do business in South Carolina, since we are such a business-friendly state.
So one of the things we will definitely be advocating for this session is to reduce income taxes. We'd like to see, we are the highest rate in the Southeast, and we would like to see that reduced, or potentially do what Florida is doing and have a sales tax in lieu of income taxes. So we want to explore that. We'll be working with our elected officials on that issue. And we will also be keeping everyone informed of what's happening this next session. They start in January. We will be keeping you posted.
That sounds great. Thank you so much for what you're doing for small businesses.
Thank you, and thank you for what you're doing for our whole state too.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great afternoon.